Now. You can talk now.
Okay, cool. Hi, Hunter.
Hi, Dan.
Hello, neighbor.
Hi.
All right. Yeah.
You were dying. You're like, I can talk now. I'm like, yeah. And you're just like, hi.
Well,
That's it. All the build up. You were ready. I had to intro this 4 times,
The podcast is over.
and all you had to do was say hi.
It's just us.
we discussed all the
All right,
topics.
podcast over. Everyone go home.
Like an hour and a half.
Colin, no one listens to you.
We discussed all the topics we could.
So what are we talking about this week?
All right, so GameStop's got a new program. We're going to be talking about that. The Love It or Leave It.
I love that they're
48
doing
hour.
the
That's not
game
what it's
they're gonna
called.
promote
What's it
it
called?
with.
It's
I think it's love. Actually, I have it
Love
on
It.
my phone.
It's Love It or Leave It.
Love It or List.
Love It and Leave It. Something like that. I
It's
don't know.
Love It or List is an HGTV show.
Oh no, I don't have it anymore.
You get,
Oh, it's a yeah.
so with certain games, you get 48 hours to return it if you don't like it. So if you buy
From the
Watch Dogs
launch.
3,
Can you do that with friendships too?
That's not.
I would like to return ours very quick. It's way overdue. Also tonight, we're going to be talking about the discless Xbox One that does absolutely nothing different from
Oh,
the
the-
normal Xbox One.
The X-Bone sad.
PS5 as well.
And the PS5 is
on
confirmed.
the same day.
It's a good week for gaming, unlike
Smash
last
Brothers.
week.
oh yeah.
And it's a good week for Avenger fans.
Smash Brothers.
And that is why Nicole is here, our comic book correspondent, who doesn't know anything about video games.
Final Fantasy VII.
This is going to
concert.
be Nicole doesn't know anything about video games part 2.
The prequel.
Every podcast that she's on, I'm just going to name
I
it
had,
that.
People ask me, they're like, "Why is it titled that?" I go, "Cause Hunter's a jerk."
What's your favorite video game?
She doesn't play any.
It was okay.
Is it Spider-Man?
When I was 10 years old, it was the Tony Hawk and the American.
It was the Tony Hawk.
I love Tony Hawk.
Hawk skating one in the
Tell me about the Tony Hawk.
It's just like
Is that a dance move?
No, it's just like
Is that what the kids are doing these days?
I play Tony Hawk. What was it? Oh!
Oh, I saw
got
that
it.
one.
Ooh, I remember the gameplay.
Is that like Surf?
And then I played Tony Hawk 2.
No, he was a skater.
And then Tony Hawk 3.
He was.
So he
yeah.
was a skater boy? Did you say see you later boy?
He probably did.
Yeah.
Did you see Tony Hawk's? So Tony Hawk's a great storyteller now on Twitter.
He is.
Yes. Have you
I
seen?
haven't heard
So
from
apparently,
of him in a while.
so he tweets these stories all the time. Apparently, he was at a car rental place this past week, and his name was on the waiting list. And then they took it off, and he's waiting,
They
he's waiting,
thought
he's
it-
waiting, and he goes inside, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been waiting out there for my car." And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, no, I took your name off the list. I thought that was fake."
He gets all sorts of stuff like
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you look like Tony Hawk. Oh, thanks, kid.
Yeah, people are like,
Yeah.
"You look like Tony Hawk." Yeah.
Hey, you look like an old Tony Hawk. Yeah.
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 What do you think Tony Hawk's doing these days? This.
Tweets.
Who's not doing
Let's
this?
get Tony. I better get Tony Hawk on the podcast.
I mean, do you think
He ain't
still
doing anything.
skates? Can he still
Reach out
skate?
to his peeps.
We should get Reggie on the podcast. He ain't doing anything
He
now.
ain't doing anything for real now.
He used to show to the Bahamas
Who's
playing
Reggie?
Animal Crossing.
Oh God,
That's
Nicole, why are you like this?
Crucified.
The
She's
last
like-
president of Nintendo of America. He is retired.
You mean our president?
Oh, is
Yeah.
that the one who you sent in the chat?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's America's dad.
But
I
now
hear
we
him.
have
he's
Bowser
America's
breaking.
I
dad.
finally have a dad.
Is he not?
Yeah, he kind of is.
But now we
finally
have
have a dad?
Bowser as president.
Yes.
I think a
So,
lot of not.
so Doug
Well, we
Bowser
got Bowser.
is now in charge. 6 months from now, could be working at Nintendo. Things are scary.
Woo. That'd be
good.
Put it out
fun.
into the universe.
Things are good.
Positive vibes.
We don't do that here.
I believe it.
We don't do
That's
that.
just me.
I don't have a microphone.
You got to grab.
Really poor.
Be assertive. You got to like. No,
You got to share a
gotta
microphone
eat
with
it.
people.
Ian's my good friend.
Yeah, you guys should. Sharing's caring.
It's like you're double
You guys
teaming the
are
mic.
So cute. Just yeah,
This entire
exactly.
podcast.
Okay, great, but you got to eat up that mic.
You gotta get real close.
You got to pretend like it's pee pee.
Hello. Okay. Now, what were you gonna say, Dan?
I forgot.
Okay, awesome. That's twice now. That's twice.
You get one more.
You get one more,
You're out.
and then for once, I'm gonna like Nicole more than you.
That's not possible.
It's really not. Anyway,
Wait. No, wait. I thought that was negative towards me. But it was,
no, it was negative towards her.
oh, no. Let's reverse this.
Hunter really.
I love
does
how
like
you
me, and
dodged
just, like,
an
put it out
insult.
there.
You dodged an insult, and then you went, no. That one's me.
He literally.
I want that one.
No, he was like, yeah, fuck her. Oh wait, you mean fuck her?
Oh wait.
Oh wait, no, fuck me.
No. Okay, give it to me. Give it here.
I don't like to make mean jokes to other people. I like to make mean jokes about myself.
Where's the fun in that?
You're like this kid in our class.
Don't even.
All right, I won't
Which
call.
one?
the 30-minute bathroom break.
Oh, shut up.
I don't want to be a negative
Was he out
Nancy. in this.
masturbating
Every
or something?
no.
We think so.
Dan, you're perfect.
You think that. I just ignore you every time you give me that look, and I'm like, Hunter?
This dude walks out
Stop.
every day at the same time to go to the bathroom, and he's gone for half an hour.
Hunter in the
and every
corner.
time he heads for the door, I just like look at Nicole, and I'm like, there he goes.
He'll throw shade at people in our class and just like send me
There he
messages.
goes
I'm like, Hunter,
again on
You
his
just do
own.
cocaine, probably.
That's not that bad.
We tried talking to Hunter today.
Like
He was
St.
trying to be
Augustine.
friendly, and Hunter just like looks at me with his side eye, and I'm like, okay.
I'm not friendly.
Don't.
give you a side eye.
You're not friendly.
I hate people.
But you talk to me and Jackie.
Yeah, I do. It's because you're the only people around. I have no other
tolerate
choice.
it.
I
Jackie's a
tolerate
really
you.
like fun mom
We have
name.
a fun. We have a fun.
Jackie's a
area.
fun mom
Jackie
name.
is a fun mom name. You're right, dude.
We call her Jackie.
It's like you're done. Give it. You've lost your mic.
It's a fun mom name.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
if my mom was named Jackie, I would go straight to the orphanage.
let's start talking
I'm
about.
Wow.
Janie. It's kind of similar.
Let's start talking about games before we end up
Same
like that
time.
Hard Times article.
Yeah, I was
So yeah,
born
Joker
from
came out in
people.
Smash this week,
They're
along
just
with
not
stage
allowed.
editing.
broke the servers.
Okay, I didn't mean to
You
bring
did.
that up.
I didn't get to download until like
I made a
1.
lot of jokes about it. It's all good.
It's okay. Hunter makes fun of me. 'cause
Yeah,
thinks I'm
he stole
dumb.
the show and the
My dad's
servers.
adopted.
There's like the let me in meme, but it's like the
Hey Dan, you know what? Our viewers would love to hear it, but they can't because you don't have the microphone.
because Ian's holding it like this far away.
Well, guess what? When it's your turn, you just gotta oof.
You gotta take the initiative.
I feel so bad for the audio
We
listeners.
just gotta lean in real close together.
If there are any.
If there are any.
You haven't
be
even
afraid of
uploaded like the
touching
last
his
several
hand.
episodes
Shh, I'll get to it.
when this is out.
I'm so innocent.
No,
Oh my gosh, he's not shaking this time.
You would do it. Every time I did this, he would like move his hand like.
I don't know about you.
Birthday.
It's Dan's birthday. Wish Dan a happy
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, let's just
Turn it on.
date this
Happy
even
birthday
more.
to
Still going. See? Why?
Wow.
I think you just turned it on. I think it was off.
Today
No.
is my best friend's
The
birthday.
switch was off.
Happy birthday, Shan.
What?
Never mind.
Whose birthday is it?
Got it out there.
Anyway, so how about that discless Xbox One that does absolutely nothing
Yeah, the
except they
Xbox-
literally just took out the disc
No,
drive?
the thing I'm the most mad about is only $50 less than the original one.
No,
It's
currently
$250.
you can go out to there's a website, Cheap Ass Gamer, $175 for the Xbox One S with
yeah,
disc drive
Yeah,
and a game.
I'm speaking at least.
Such
I'm
personal
speaking
preference.
market wise.
Okay, yeah.
Like market wise, like the
That's what this podcast is.
the original one is $299 and this one's $250.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't even warrant.
Right.
Like it has.
It
to
has
be
no
at
extra
least
power.
100.
It has no more storage space. It's the same form
Take that
factor.
microphone.
They literally just yanked
put
out the
my
disk drive and
digits
called it a day.
The best. The people who did it the best.
See, the
was,
important people are talking.
yeah.
There's- I don't know.
What was it
Yeah.
called? Didn't Sony do that with the PS3?
They did it with the Vita. I'm not sorry, not the Vita. The PSP. The PSP Go was all digital, and that sold terribly.
Oh, that's PSP Go. We don't speak. About
PSP
that.
Go doesn't matter, yeah.
Because you can't really. Cause,
wanna make
I
sure
mean,
Jessica gets in.
you
The,
couldn't
the,
really
the PSP Go was the same
Oh, so they
thing
probably haven't
for
even warned me this entire
Nintendo for the
time.
Micro, but the Micro was cool though.
The micro was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, it just didn't sell that much.
You would know if you were
would know if
involved
you
in the
pay attention.
podcast.
Xbox One S discless version.
Nope, we're talking about
Nope,
Game Boy
we moved
Micro.
on. Train moved on,
We're
Dan.
literally
It's
talking
my
about Game
fault. I
Micro.
was hitting on Dan.
stop
was. I
hitting
was
on
witnessing
Dan.
it.
Like we get Dan is
Stop.
a sexy beast of a man.
Why do you raise him up to the cliff only to kick him off every time?
All I see is like,
And Dan, you know what?
Pickup lines.
You know
and
what,
I'm just
Dan?
gonna
It's your
reject
fault
them.
because you let it happen.
all I see is like the scene in Tekken, just but in reverse of like Heihachi.
It's how I show
back in his
affection.
hands and then letting him back.
I
And then
do
gets
it.
back.
You ever
because
seen the
I
video
like
of firefighters in reverse?
Yes, that's not doing it. The firefighter
That's-
putting people back.
That's Jessica and Dan.
Pretty
But
much.
it is. I do like it.
What do you do? You
So
just
it's like that one time when I was in elementary school and this girl pushed me in a pile of fire ants.
that's just bullying.
Jessica pushed you in a pile of fire
This
ants?
one girl did. She just like pushed me into piles.
Jessica, why'd you do that?
I forgot her name.
He was like, hey, you want my chocolate chip cookie? And you were like, no! And you shoved him
I wouldn't do
into...
that. I'd probably approach her with a puppet.
You'd punch him with a puppet?
In elementary school, I was known for on Fridays carrying my puppet around and doing things with
You
it.
haven't seen the
Oh,
puppet.
okay.
I've seen the puppet.
Was it
No,
Mr.
it
Was it
wasn't
Mr. Sokka? Were you mankind?
Wasn't Tony? Then what was
That's
it?
It was
that's
none.
kind of weird.
I have a
Very.
collection of 22 puppets. Well, I shortened it down a bit.
To one?
No,
Because I've only seen that one.
What is happening?
you didn't know that.
No!
That's one of my fun facts about me is that
I don't know
in
if that's fun.
before I wanted to make video games, I wanted to be
Please.
before-
Please, Dan.
I don't.
We're going to make you a dating profile. First sentence in your bio, puppet collector.
That's what I had on there.
Oh, God!
That's
Wait, did you really?
Pretty cool.
Yes, on my Tinder and on my OkCupid. I had a collection of 22 puppets. 'Cause it's a really fun.
Calm
fact.
down, Dan. The girls are getting a little
Did you
excited.
get any likes?
No.
Did you get any?
I would be so into it.
I don't think she would.
Because it just means you're good with your hands.
She'd tell you she'd be into it, and then when the moment comes, she'd be like, nah.
I wrote a skit about puppets.
No one heard you.
Well, back in
Has anyone seen,
I wrote a skit.
I mean, I kind of.
Let me
I
tell
have
you
the
my
headphones
story,
on.
my puppet story.
Has anyone seen that Harry Potter video where they
Oh,
all do
yeah,
the puppets?
Puppet
Yeah.
Hey, Internet Explorer. How you doing?
Just like random searches.
Oh yeah, you look.
Oh, hey.
That's like what,
That
2007.
was like the thing
the
back
Potter
then.
Puppet Pals. They're my
Have you
favorite.
heard about this new site called YouTube?
I used to
It
listen.
was
to
on YouTube.
They had a
Snape.
cover of.
Severus
They had a music
Snape.
video for.
Let me stop talking the rest of this podcast until it's my
Hush.
turn.
They had a music video for Rockstar by Nickelback for Power Puppet Pals. I used to watch
I
it a
love
lot.
Nickelback.
Oh my God, who are you? Yeah, let's just. All right, there we go.
Okay.
What's up, everybody?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, so this is the podcast side. That's the lost hope side. There's just
So let's just hit on some of these topics.
okay.
We call it the side of
We'll hit on
Lego
topics.
lines.
They'll just hit on each other. and
Okay.
It'll be a
That's
weird.
the video game side.
So, but you know, the most I think the most important thing we got was the PS5 news.
Backwards
Mind my
compatibility
business.
confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed, which is good.
Throw out your PS4s out the windows
And then-
because you ain't
and then
gonna need
how
them
much-
no more.
With how they were hinting it, it looks like it's gonna be like 500 out the door.
The fact that they played Spider-Man and then, like the loading screen is always 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Especially on PS4 Pro, and then like I remember reading it and I thought it said 8 seconds. Like, oh, pretty good, 8 seconds. I was like, wait, 0.8
Yeah.
seconds. Holy
I'm willing to pay
shit.
$500 just because I have a day one
Wait, what does that
PS4
mean, though?
and I know it's on its
Yeah.
last leg.
Yeah, and well, not only that, what's it called?
Is that good or bad?
It's
The
really
funny
good.
thing is that
I'm sorry. What did she just ask?
She asked if that loading time was good. She asked if it,
It
was
took
good.
0.8 seconds. Is that good?
Oh, you
is
said
waiting in the
loading.
DMV good for you?
Do you like
Okay,
waiting for
okay,
2
so I'll
hours, or
explain
would
to
you
you.
rather wait for 2 minutes?
There's 16 people in front of you of the DMV. Now imagine
If it was only 0.8.
There's less than one
15.8,
person.
I misheard. What
15.2
he had
are
said.
gone.
yeah, if you would listen.
I misheard. I thought
and-
he said like it was something else. I did not know it was a loading.
Nicole, this is
time.
why you're failing as a communication major because you don't listen.
You're a medieval beanie.
I wish I could hear you, Dan, but I
He said that
can't.
with Such a straight face too.
Remember today on the test it said active listening. You gotta learn to listen. A little.
I'm listening to everybody right now.
But yeah, the
perspective
thing
take
was
right
when they
now.
were speaking about the price is Mark Cerny was like, it's like, oh, when they asked like how much is it gonna be? It's like around the PS4 or like they did like a PS3 thing. It was like, oh, this thing has a lot of power in it.
Well, and I saw an article today shared by David Stewart. Hi, David, if you're watching this. And apparently now Phil Spencer is coming out, and they're like, oh, well, the new Xbox is more advanced than the PS5, so we're starting to reach the console war era again, which will be nice. Those are always fun. I swear to God, if TV input is a selling feature on the next Xbox, I'm done.
It's the center of your home.
Oh, shut up!
It's all in one.
Who
It's
hired
Xbox
what was
One.
his name? Not Mark.
Troy Newman.
No. What was the guy's name? Don
Phil-
Matrix.
yeah.
Matrix
Who hired him?
Bill Gates.
Probably.
was a mistake, but yeah,
Oh, video game consoles?
but I-
Yeah, you guys
but
like
I'm-
watching
It was
TV,
Yoshida.
right?
Yoshida hired him.
it's Yoshida.
I call him Yoshida.
You're like the guy that mispronounced Miyamoto or whatever. The
guy
That dude, yeah.
Miyamoto! And I was like, oh, God.
He was like right in front of us, and we're like,
To
oh,
his
so sorry.
face.
Wow.
He was about to have one.
And he got a wave, too. That was the sad part.
Because he probably don't understand what he's saying. It's like, oh, yo.
Oh my.
Are we cutting that out?
No, that's in. But yeah,
It's just gonna jump cut.
yeah, interesting news when it comes to that.
What?
But I'm actually probably more excited to see
You
the
just say let's
Xbox
talk
because
about
it's in good
boys?
hands now.
I've been super eager to see what Xbox is going to do under Phil Spencer. Because Phil Spencer's had to just patch up a sinking ship.
Oh yeah, no,
Like
like
now he's finally able to make his own chip. And
That's what I'm really excited
Set sail,
about. I want to
so.
see what he does, especially because they have
I wish I could hear what you're saying, but I can't.
Dan said he wants to talk about boys.
Okay, now you can talk, Dan.
Well, he is.
You want to talk about shopping and boys and
No, he's talking about Phil Spencer.
yeah, that's a boy.
Yeah.
That's a man.
Phil Spencer, I like him
Spencer's
a lot,
hot.
and I'm looking forward to see what he does with Xbox 2 or whatever it's going to be.
It's gonna be the Y box.
Remember that movie Real Steel? They had Xbox 720
yes.
like,
Yeah.
on the sides like of like the stadium, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, they confirmed it!" It's like, no, like,
Well, that's how Nintendo confirmed Mario Bros. 3.
what? Oh,
Yeah,
the Wizard?
The
yeah, I
Wiz.
forgot.
That was how they announced that
That
game.
wasn't-
I love the power
A moment
glove.
like that is
It's so bad.
I think like 2 years ago or 3. They had like a montage of Metal Gear Rising with the number 2 on the forefront as the montage is going. So like,
Was
they're
it the thing
gonna announce it.
Konami did?
Yeah, but you know why they had the 2 on it? It was a 2-year anniversary of Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, Konami doesn't
Not
make
because
games
there's a
anymore.
second one coming out.
Who celebrates the 2-year anniversary?
Not only
Konami.
that, it just has it plastered on the screen as 2 in the cutscenes of the previous games going through.
I remember people freaking out about that, especially Val. He was like,
No,
"It's-
yeah, I was freaking about it too, and then it just ends.
Hi, Val.
Like you expect after that, I was like, oh hey, here's another one.
Speaking of Konami, they revealed what the other 4 Castlevania games are in their Castlevania Anniversary Collection. It's Castlevania Bloodlines, Young Dracula, the Castlevania Adventure, and Castlevania 2.
It's not Bloodstained.
Get all that?
What was with that lean there? Can you, can
Because
you-
I wanted to just look at him.
Just trying to get close.
He was
to you,
being
Dan.
very like active.
So pretty much none of like the Metroidvania games. It's just all the old school stuff, which they could do like I guess like a Legacy Collection 2 or whatever. Because Konami doesn't make games anymore.
Like
They're
Mega
just
Man.
like, let's take our old games.
they made DMC 5.
That's Capcom. You fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I love you, Dan. That's Capcom.
Oh no.
What do you call that?
I call it. I got it mixed up for some reason. I'm
You
sorry.
got what mixed up?
Konami
Konami and Capcom.
C and K are very similar letters.
Oh my god!
You know my UCF and USF mix up. It happens a lot. I get.
Dan, we love you.
I get.
Don't forget UFC.
UCF and USF mixed up a lot. Like every time.
Dan, I feel like you get most things in life mixed up a lot.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been rejecting you.
Must be nice.
She actually has, and it's kind of sad.
I wouldn't reject
It's like watching someone just stab someone over and over.
Like Caesar.
But the person getting stabbed just kind of sits there and smiles and takes it.
I've been
I
rejected.
take it.
Probably have.
What?
Every time I
I
hit up
take
Dan,
everything.
I get rejected.
No, you bet you do.
Same.
You realize we're gonna have to like console him at
Damn,
3 a.m. now because he's gonna be crying himself to sleep.
Dan
I do that
rejects
anyways.
Me. He said we wouldn't work.
All the rejections are gonna like sink in and build up, and then he's gonna text
He
me.
rejects
Oh
me.
my God! They just finished filming The Last of Us. They confirmed it.
So 2020.
Dan, that don't mean they're close to being finished.
I know, but it's still an emotional moment. You dingus.
I'm
Hey,
excited.
until I have the game in my
They
hand,
finished filming the CGI shit or whatever.
until I have,
It's the last one.
until I have the game in my hand.
I'm not saying that the game's gonna come out in like in 2 days.
No, that's not what I'm saying either. I'm saying shit happens, things get canceled, or
not-
things get delayed.
Can I just be excited?
And
at the
take
fact
forever.
That this game is like coming and happening.
You can be
Do
excited.
I need to remind you
Dan.
about Duke Nukem
Don't let them
Forever?
bring you down.
Can you shut your yapper?
Who likes Last of Us?
I like
Got
Last of
him.
Us.
Be better.
I'm 22 and I'm aggressive.
I'm gonna give this like 2 weeks tops. I'm gonna give it 2 weeks tops, and then he's gonna be like, "I'm sorry about before."
You know what's my
I
favorite
said
episode?
I said some mean.
You know what's
things
my favorite episode that we ever recorded?
that we recorded? Oh God.
It involves him staring into nothing for like a straight minute.
that
or
was how
two.
we opened. I was like, "Hey, everybody, welcome to the show." And,
We're talking, and he's just,
and Dan's just. And like you and I,
and then he
you
would
and
make
I
a
are
com-
shooting
he
the
would,
breeze.
he would make a comment. It's like,
And
"Oh,
Dan's
yeah, yeah,
just-
That's how I think.
What? There was nothing to think. We hadn't even
yeah." Who are
started
you
talking.
speaking with? Did you just like?
I literally said, "Hey, welcome
You
to the
don't
show."
know where my
didn't
mind
think about
is. I don't know either.
Did you forget where you were?
I knew where I was, but my brain thinks of things, and I sit and I think.
Unlike the name China.
Mulan Land?
Mulan Land.
Oh my God!
Hey,
I've been to Mulan Land.
I'll tell you what.
Did you know that?
So when
I've
we
been
get the
there.
Ultimate Gaming shirts, I'll get a couple with some on the sleeve. I'll say Mulan Land.
I will burn all the shirts.
I
Oh
will
no!
buy
You
20.
can't. We all get one. You don't get one.
I'll burn all the
Is it
shirts
gonna have the
off
new
your
logo?
bodies.
And that way, when we go to
with a
cons,
flamethrower.
when we go to cons, people are like, "What's Mulan Land?" I'll be like, "Oh, let me tell you about our good buddy
I
Dan."
was on Tinder for like 3 days. It was awful.
Too many puppet collectors.
What?
Too many puppet collectors.
I wish.
Not enough puppet collectors.
I met Shrek on Tinder, and he didn't talk to me. I was really sad.
I talked to Bilbo Baggins for a while. His name was really Nick.
Bilbo.
Little role play.
That'd be so
Baggins.
interesting. No, we did not
I
roll.
remember I was so excited. I was
Were
like,
you
oh, he's gonna have a
Smaug?
match with Shrek. And I was like,
If
hoping
he
to have,
was
like,
Bilbo, oh, it was really
should have.
Nick.
I was hoping
I
to have like a
should
good
have, I
fun
didn't.
meme time with the Shrek guy I met on Tinder, and then like he didn't say a word to me, and I was like, oh.
You can go meet Shrek at Universal.
look,
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
When are we
Let's
going?
go
1,
in
2,
order.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And then there's no. Okay, now it's we.
So I was just gonna
Nicole
read
to
off
go.
the my.
Hey, Dan,
Or else
Dan,
I'm not
Dan.
going. And that was the whole point.
Hey,
You're
Dan.
going.
Dan.
Oh, I was just pointing at her.
Can you check my
Yeah,
phone
not
for me
if
real
she-
quick?
If she doesn't go, I'm not going.
We're a
Just
package
check
deal.
Well,
my
then the
phone.
4 of us are going. Bye.
The whole point was because I'm not.
Well, that's
Alright,
okay. We'll
listen,
just
I
go
can
and have
get
fun
us in for
ourselves.
free because I have my.
All right,
badge.
we're just gonna go
My
the same
badge.
time you guys
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's free parking.
But if we go to Universal, no.
Susie
Hey, Nicole,
posted that.
do you want to check my phone?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You
Let us see it.
it's Nick and Shrek.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Spoilers.
So we're
Just-
Applebee's.
just-
I'm like,
Can you tell me the time?
Yeah, can you tell me the time on my
Can you
phone?
tell me the time on that phone?
Thanks, Dan.
it's really not. It's
One
not
of my
bad.
really good friends calls me wholesome, and it makes my heart.
Okay, so you want to
happy
see what I
because
or
Alright,
I
can I have
sent
my
the
phone
girls?
back now,
Yeah.
please?
Makes me feel nice too if you look at my whole
Hey, Dan.
Wholesome.
Take break
You guys are
of
both
8
wholesome.
minutes every 12 hours.
She sent me this yesterday.
Next one. Did you know Coca-Cola was originally green?
That's what you do on Tinder.
Did you know that?
He sends these fun facts.
I wish we met on Tinder. That would have been so good.
Like, see, did you know Coca-Cola was originally green?
I
you know
love
that
fun
Santa
facts.
Claus
I
was
did know
originally green?
that. But
Santa
Did you
Claus
know this
was.
one, though? Ants take breaks of 8 minutes every 12 hours.
I did not know that.
Ants?
Ants take breaks.
I didn't
That's
know
why
that.
Ant Man's such a hard worker.
The internet.
Ant Man. We should talk
Internet
about.
Explorer.
We should talk about Marvel.
Inheritance. Inherited the
Yes.
internet.
Let's finish the video game talk. And then we'll go into it.
This is really off topic.
So yeah, speaking of video games,
Hey, Piggy.
You did not.
Hey, Piggy.
You really are not paying attention.
I like video games.
I think.
Oh, most
I
of
do
us
like
do.
video
The
games.
cultured people here do.
Occasionally.
The pigs here don't.
I think we should talk about things not mean.
Yeah.
Like what? What?
Hunter.
You got a little tick there? You Tourette's kick in there for a second? What was that?
What's your favorite kind of bird?
Favorite kind of bird?
Yeah.
Blackbird.
I do like birds.
I like.
Is it
Do
blackbird?
penguins count?
That's a bird.
All right,
Bird
penguins.
singing in the
All
dead
right.
of night.
I like penguins.
Penguins are cute.
Penguins are so
Penguin?
cute.
What's your favorite bird? Penguin?
A penguin. Did you know
It's a penguin?
that when penguins find their mate, they mate for life, and then they give them a pebble?
So do seahorses. I learned that from Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I saw Happy Feet.
Just because, like, what do I?
I saw Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit on the other side.
All right, so yeah, video games. Speaking of video games, there's a Final Fantasy VII concert that just got announced.
It's okay, Thomas. No one's listening at this point.
I'm listening
like
to that
Final
part.
Fantasy
Tickets
VII.
go on sale on 420, and the
should
reason
go.
why
and
this
it's
is
the
important-
day right before E3.
Exactly,
and
that's
then
what makes this a big deal.
What?
because guess
The
what happened
Final
last time they
Fantasy
did this?
VII
They had a
workshop.
Kingdom Hearts, and guess what they showed off?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
We gotta go.
It's in LA.
What do they do there?
I can't even get you to go to Universal.
I'm
I
trying.
go.
No.
I
Also,
just had to get time
Everybody
off of
sounds
my new
fine, but I
job.
sound terrible.
what do you mean you sound terrible?
I mean, not like quality wise. It's just I don't like my voice.
Oh, no one likes their voice.
Your voice is beautiful, Thomas.
Every time I hear my
Thank
voice on
you.
this thing, I'm like, no wonder no one
Your voice
listens.
is beautiful,
You
Thomas.
actually can't hear your voice the same way other people. hear
Right,
it.
it's very
So,
annoying.
Your voice is fine.
Because we're so used to
It's
your voice.
awful.
Yeah.
Your voice is fine.
I used to hate my voice on recording.
I hate your voice too.
I know.
I hate my voice too.
Meanie Bobinis don't deserve it.
I thought, you could put a rhyme there.
I was trying to think of one, but I
Here.
couldn't.
Why? do
Meanie
you like this
Bobini's.
Oh God, it sounds different
Don't-
now.
It's funny because this relationship is the same as this one.
Yeah, just about.
It's literally the
You
same.
get to listen for a little while now.
There's no.
I think
She will be when she
are.
flunks this test.
Hear what the podcast is gonna sound like.
Oh yeah, this is all right.
Yeah.
I've heard worse. I've recorded worse. I've recorded podcasts before where that wasn't even plugged in, and after like half an hour, I was like, "Oh, that's."
I mean, we
Oh,
recorded
shit.
podcasts off like one microphone.
I recorded entire Ultimate Gaming episodes where the board wasn't on.
Yeah, I remember. It was not too long ago where we recorded and you were like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
Am
yeah.
I coming through?
You're coming through.
You're not because you don't have a microphone.
Yeah,
in your
you
hand.
sound like you're really far away, like this kind of thing.
Okay. This isn't even a podcast anymore. It's just
It's
like,
a
Daniel?
conversation now.
Daniel, say something. Hi. Oh, beautiful. Can't hear shit.
oh, sweet.
These are also really nice headphones too.
Yeah,
They can't hear Dan. That's by design.
Hello.
No, but if you like, you keep the headphones on for a little while, Hunter, and then you take them off. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's
My
how
name
that
is
works.
Daniel.
You say that's not how that works.
Oh, I can hear Nicole. Let me fix that real quick. Turn that down. Anyway.
You just turn down the mic
Well,
because
we
you
were
can hear
talking about.
Nicole.
Okay, so we went
Yes.
to Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, I'll turn back up. You got it now? All right.
Smash
Yeah.
Brothers,
So,
Joker's
Did you
out.
really turn it down because of me?
so the Joker,
No, I
Joker's in.
Yeah, Joker from Persona 5.
Yeah, that's what pretty much what I did
Is it?
throughout my shift. Is just beat up jokers online.
And there's a controversy. Not controversy. I say use the term.
Quote unquote by Kotaku.
Yeah, Kotaku, the BuzzFeed of the video game industry, because apparently in the what's the name of the track? Wake Up, Get Up,
That's something like
Get
that.
Out There, from Persona 5. Apparently, someone hears the word retarded in it
Ooh.
Because they can't understand that people that sing in the
'cause
song
it's
is English.
It's English,
Oh.
so it's not. They're not actually saying retarded. I don't know what they're saying.
Gotta look up those lyrics.
Yeah, because that word isn't in the lyrics.
Well, of course. And now,
But apparently, the team at Nintendo reviewed it, and they were like, "Yeah, I guess we can hear them saying that. It could be interpreted."
No, but
that way."
apparently what happened was the more about this came out. The girl that wrote the article went to Atlas, and then they're like, "No, here's the lyrics," and she's like, "Oh, okay, this is what the lyric is." But then Kotaku's like, "No, we're still gonna publish it anyways. We don't care."
Classic Kotaku, because it's clicks. Clicks get money. That's how it works.
Intriguing.
I don't really pay attention to anything they post. Anyways.
I don't either.
The only thing useful they post is the Japanese reviews.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing they're good for.
7.5.
Dan's real eager. He's like,
Initiative, Dan.
My
Initiative.
turn. My turn.
Just don't be afraid to touch his hand.
Grab it.
I didn't want to be rude.
Just firmly grasp it.
I don't want to be a
Firmly.
a meanie beanie like Hunter is.
What do you want about?
Firmly.
You're being meanie beanie to Nicole over
Dan,
here.
you could
That's
never
'cause she
be
deserves it. There's a
beanie
difference.
beanie.
No one deserves meanie beanie
Thank you,
unless they're
Dan.
meanie beanies themselves.
She's a mean puppy. Trust me.
I don't think so. She's a nice Hebo Bice.
But
She tried to fail me last semester.
but
She's a
who's
nice
a blue
evil
meanie
Vice
I
Though.
tried
though?
to fail you
Beanie.
last semester. Who helped you through quizzes?
You failed me.
I was gonna say
Actually, I got a better score than you did. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, because
you
I
gave me
helped
bad
you.
information.
Yeah, I
You
gave you
failed me
better
for the
information.
last
No, no,
time.
no,
That
no,
better.
no, no.
I was gonna say Joker plays. I like playing as him. He's pretty fun. That's it.
Wow.
Dan, I love how you always get so eager to grab the mic, and then once you have it, you're like,
That's a great review.
all I
Dan.
got.
That's a great review. Joker's fun.
He is fun. You shoot
Great to play.
gun.
Dan, you're so wholesome.
so.
Thank you.
Quick update with Ultimate Gaming. Everything's done except for Resident Evil 2. So once I got that done, the episode will be up,
I'm so excited.
and you can see. Actually, no, I was gonna say you can see Thomas throw a football at me, but I cut that part out.
I've been playing Cuphead on Switch.
I don't know why you would buy that game.
I
I'ma
really
buy
want
it.
to play it,
I want to play it.
and it was my birthday gift to myself.
Nicole doesn't play video games. We should make
Dan,
her
you know
play
what I
it.
don't want to play?
What?
I'll play it.
You
Art.
too late.
You already have.
Damn.
It's too late.
Awesome.
You kicked it around like a soccer ball and then put it back.
And
Hey,
you
he's
continue to do
rejected
so.
me. I've rejected him. It's how our
Yeah, but
friendship is.
you were like harsh. He was like, no, you were.
You're like, no.
She had to get her revenge. She had to.
What
Okay,
revenge?
yeah.
No
after,
revenge.
after you rejected her.
There's no,
No.
revenge. I just.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I spoke
You're
quickly.
good.
Yeah.
You're
Maybe
good
it's
in
just
the
grabbing
hood,
the
Charlie
butt.
Brown.
Thanks.
Oh, also, it's not really video game. I actually know.
Thanks.
Kind of video game related.
Nothing else is this podcast.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
The Star Wars
Yes.
Jedi Fallen
We're talking about Star
Order.
Wars video
Oh,
game.
damn it.
Yeah, because Star Wars Celebration was this past weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk about the trailer. Okay, you can hear Palpatine at the end.
Oh,
There we go.
yay. Thank you.
You see the guy that looks like Nathan Drake.
Oscar Isaac?
They have a shot where he looks exactly like Nathan Drake from
No,
Predator 3.
no. He looks like fucking oh god, the dude from The Mummy, Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser looks like.
I
Nathan
just
Drake.
hate, like, they hired that editor back when The Force Awakens came out, whoever did the trailers, and he kept that template. and he just swaps.
I liked it.
Clips.
I think
Every trailer is even the video game, the new game.
Yeah.
It uses the exact same
That's Star Wars.
thing.
Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars.
That Randy Newman bit will forever be my favorite.
I'm really excited for Star Wars.
it wasn't
I'm
like
sorry.
overwhelming.
Star Wars.
Star War.
Yeah.
It was the one war. the Star War.
It's about the current Star Wars.
Star Wars.
The stars don't even go to war. What's up with that?
Wars.
Yeah.
What?
Hunter, are you a Star Wars fan?
Yes, I love Star Wars.
Where'd they get the name
I'm just
from?
wondering.
It's wars in space.
I don't know much about George
stars.
Lucas.
They
What?
should call it Space Wars.
That's not as catchy.
That's
Yeah, it
true.
is a little sketchy.
And okay,
That's catchy. You said catchy.
all right. I'm gonna ask you.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask you all this.
Gotta
Star
learn to
Wars.
listen.
Star Wars. Is it science fiction or is it fantasy?
It's both.
There's only
I'd
one.
say sci-fi.
I say sci-fi.
It's fantasy.
It's modern day.
It's
How?
fantasy.
No, it's sci-fi.
It's what's the science?
He's so set on
It
it
can be both.
because it's in space.
That doesn't make it sciency just because it's in space.
Yeah,
It's a fantasy.
no
What would you call the Marvel film? Sci-fi or fantasy?
Ooh.
Marvel?
sci-fi.
No.
Well, I wouldn't even call them
Okay,
sci-fi.
I would say fantasy.
Sci-fi strictly is not
No,
They're
right.
both.
Because no,
You
Marvel
can be
is
sci-fi
it's-
fantasy. You can be both. But
You can, yeah.
So they're both.
We are 7 days away from the end game. I will just throw that.
How many more
out
times are you
there.
gonna say it?
Until
You're
I'm
gonna text me at 12:01.
Yes. Oh,
we
I
are
will.
6 days away from.
No,
you.
I've literally been texting all my friends every single day. I'm like 8 days, 7 days. I've been tweeting it.
I can't believe you managed to get tickets in the same theater as me when
Yeah.
we bought our tickets.
Did you really?
We bought our tickets like
Hunter
4 hours
almost
apart.
bought my ticket, and then I go, "Well, I have 5 more people coming." He goes, "Never mind."
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm good.
Because I messaged
I-
him like right before
I barely got money
class.
for me.
I woke up at 8:08 to buy my tickets. I wanted to be one of the first people, and then I messed up. I ended up waiting 2 hours and 20 minutes in a virtual line just to get my tickets.
Oh, we got ours like easily.
That's the funny thing because we were looking at good theaters and we looked at the AMC Regency and it was an empty theater. You know
Yeah,
what? And it
I
was
looked up
later in the day,
AMC, and
too.
AMC was sold every time I picked my seats.
It was hours later, and
It literally said it was sold out.
for 10:30.
Have y'all?
Well,
And- and only that, and we-
everyone
that-
wants to be there at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
We got these tickets like 5-6 hours later, and then we still got a ticket.
Did
We
you
got our
get a premiere night or opening night?
Yeah,
or
Thursday night.
Opening
10:30.
Thursday or
10:30.
Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday? Okay, that's
Empty
good.
theater.
I don't-
That's good.
No seats taken.
My theater sold out.
I like triple check. I thought something was
Have
wrong.
y'all seen Shazam?
Yes.
I have not.
You have not. You have not. Dan probably hasn't.
Shazam!
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. You also.
I won't spoil it,
He
but
yelled Shazam in it.
I've seen it.
I know. But
It's the best
Thomas
DC
hasn't. I don't
film.
want to be a spoiler.
I don't care about
Oh,
spoilers.
okay.
Oh, I
Kills
started to say
Superman.
no one listens to the podcast,
I
so
will
you can just say it.
He
I
ripped
will
Superman in
say
half.
that I told my best guy friend because he wanted to see it. I messaged him. I go, I forgot I was in a DC film. Halfway through, I completely did not. I forgot because it was that good. Usually, when you watch a DC film like Justice League,
Well, it's mainly the tone it had.
it was the tone completely.
Aquaman
and
kind
Zachary Levi.
Aquaman kind of did the same thing, but not.
I like
They kinda- I
Aquaman.
feel like Aquaman went a little darker, but
Yeah, it went a little
Shazam
darker,
went
but Shazam-
lighter.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, Aquaman was
Oh
definitely
my
a little
God,
darker.
No, the bad
I'm seeing
guy.
passionate
in
Dan
Shazam
here,
is
and I
scary
love
as
it.
Hell.
Oh, there is that one scene in the
That
boardroom.
one scene,
In the
every
boardroom.
scene where that guy was scary as
Wait,
shit.
who? What?
The bad guy in Shazam?
Oh yeah, here's
No.
It was a boardroom scene.
the boardroom
Oh,
scene
the
was
boardroom.
intense.
Where he
Yeah.
just grabs the brother and like yeet.
Yeah.
My brother was like, "Oh yeah, I was a horror movie
I-
director." I'm like, "That makes sense."
And when you like see the silhouettes up against the glass.
That was a
from the-
little too much. I felt like.
That was one of my favorite
But-
villains of anything ever.
That was
Sincerely,
intense.
I love that guy.
You know, that was that's the most superhero has fought in a superhero film because of the Seven Sins.
So I have a question. After the credits in Shazam, does The Rock show up
No.
as
No.
Black Adam?
No.
No.
He is not beginning filming until next January.
So they don't even
Black
tease him
Adam.
at all or
Nope.
anything. There's not a
No.
Nope.
tease?
Nope.
Don't shh.
Spoiler for the fans.
Yeah,
No one. No one watches this.
a spoiler for Thomas.
I don't care about spoilers.
Thomas, you will.
Anyways,
Avengers.
people are
I
trying
care
to
about that
spoil.
spoilers.
People are trying to spoil the end game.
What is
Not
the end
working.
game?
I'm gonna end their game.
I'm gonna send you like 50
Hunter,
pictures.
I will block you on
of spoilers.
every outlet.
Thank God.
Someone tried
Then I
on
won't
my
have to deal
Twitter.
with you
Someone
anymore.
tried adding me a spoiler, and I blocked them.
Oh, I'm gonna send them all to you.
Stop it! You can't even
And
find
then you
them.
blocked me, and then I win.
Does
I
Spider-Man
have
kill
every
Thanos?
single word on
no,
mute.
I
I'm just gonna text you a big.
The spoilers are out there. I've already seen. I've seen
What do
a
you mean?
picture.
I made like 2
I'm just
Twitters
gonna,
and I
like-
got banned
Yeah, if
immediately.
you say anything,
I
I'll
have
actually
2
kill you in real
Twitters.
life.
I got banned immediately. I didn't even
How?
do anything. I don't know.
It was just a picture of Hulk.
Her first hashtag was "screw you, Twitter," and they were like, "Oh yeah."
I have a professional Twitter, and then I have my own Twitter.
That's what I was doing, and they
right,
fucking
I'm gonna post a
banned
spoiler to
both of
Endgame
them,
right now in the
before I
group
did
chat.
anything.
Okay, you do that.
All right, there
I
you go.
added a
Endgame
profile
spoiler.
picture and I was banned.
Boom.
What was it? What kind, like what was it?
It was Hunter and I. At
See that?
Metro
If I
Card.
die.
That was it.
It's all him.
That was my
They
profile
banned you
picture on
because of
Twitter.
Hunter. That's
rebellious.
why.
Oh, on your
I should
Twitter.
have tried making a different profile picture.
Just because banned from Twitter.
He threatened to kill me like 5 times.
Oh my goodness. Dan, you
He was gonna spoil Endgame.
Dan, you throwing hands?
This is the
I
year
saw
of
a
Bad
picture
Boy
of
Dan.
Hulk.
I'm telling you. I
Ian,
give
are
it-
you excited for Endgame?
Absolutely.
Who is it?
What do you think is gonna happen?
I thought she said Dan.
Actually, I don't know
Me?
if I want to know because I've been
Oh,
asked that question.
do you want me to
multiple times.
think? Because I think I know what's going to happen because of the comics.
No, I don't want to know.
Spider-Man kills
Stop
Thanos.
it.
No, Captain America's probably going to die.
Oh, I thought you were
Spider-Man
saying
kills
actual
Thanos. He webs him in the face and then he yanks it
Nebula
off.
is gonna kill Thanos.
No, Spider-Man.
Nebula.
Spider-Man.
Nebula.
Spider-Man is
Nebula.
the most powerful character in fiction.
Honestly,
Nebula.
they could go anywhere they want with this film. They could. The
Spider-Man.
Russo brothers and RDJ said in an interview, no one has any idea what's going to happen.
Spider-Man's most powerful character in fiction.
So Iron Man and Thanos are gonna have a dance off.
Yes.
And then Spider-Man's gonna kill them both.
Spider-Man's dead.
Hunter's like, what
No.
am I doing
He's
here?
dust right now.
Spoilers.
Yeah, Hunter doesn't even care about the show anymore.
I do.
You're seeing it opening night, aren't you? Premiere night?
Yes.
Proud of you.
We're seeing it together, apparently.
Do you guys have seats next to each other?
He's in the row right behind me.
Apparently,
Oh.
no, because what happened is my girlfriend got the tickets for me and her, and like a couple hours later.
Yeah, it was like 4 hours later, and then she's like, "Okay, we're in this theater at this time." I was like, "Seriously?" I was like, "Cause I'm in that theater."
And then she surprised me. It's like, hey, I got us tickets to the Endgame. I'm like, oh, I love you so
Why?
much.
That is not as bad as
I don't
anything
know
else.
why I reacted to that way. I was just like,
I want to know what you think after Endgame. Like, genuinely. No, you, Hunter. Genuinely, because you don't watch Marvel.
Oh well, by the time it comes out, school is over, so I won't have to talk to you anymore.
No, I'm
Beanie Bo Beanie.
The
as
big
soon
blue
as soon
meanie.
as next Tuesday.
next Tuesday, that's it. You'll never hear
you're
from
cut
you'll
off.
never hear from me again.
No Universal trips? We gotta go to Universal together one time.
No, I'll keep inviting you, but then I'll be like, "Ah, just kidding, full card, never mind."
You know, I will admit you were a little nicer last time when you invited me because instead of the roof, you offered the trunk. So I find that a little bit of an upgrade in our
All right,
friendship.
okay. We can like cut a hole in the back.
The trunk has air conditioning.
The trunk has air conditioning.
Our friend said I can punch a hole through the light.
There you go.
Tail light.
See,
That's
Like,
a dumb
I'm
lady
not
joke.
nearly as mean as she
People are
paints me out to
calling
be.
911.
June 1st, Hagrid's
That's my birthday.
roller coaster.
I just
really?
want my
Yes.
free parking.
Let's go.
When do we go in June? Then?
I have free parking, Hunter.
It's gonna be hot. I mean, it's hot now, but it'll be even
And
hotter.
plus,
already
it's
hot,
summer.
baby.
It's summer
They don't know
though,
I
and
have
all the
free
kids are gonna be
Well,
out.
Mr. Moneybags here is going to
They're
Disney
good.
next month.
I got a Disney pass.
Oh, little Miss Moneybags. the Moneybags are going to Disney.
Well, Mr. Moneybags over here
Which
wanted to
one
go
do
to
you
E3, but nobody else could.
Yeah.
So we're going to St.
Well, see,
Augustine
here's the problem.
instead.
I could have
I got,
gone,
like, a
but even with
basic
just the
before,
two of us,
basic.
I don't think I could have
With
made
the
it.
blackout days.
That's a little too much.
That's what would have happened, and that's why I was like, we
they
can't.
Only do, like,
Well, it would have been
$200
like
upfront, then
600
$15 a
for the.
month.
But I found out Golan, the
Dude,
PR guys from
that was
Nintendo,
$130.
the guy was shouting today. He goes, "Yeah, I can look out my window and see
What
the
was that?
convention
I think it was
center."
like 160
he's
at
that
the time
close
or something
in
like
LA.
that, and then it was about 200.
I'm like, "Oh, you're on Figueroa?" He's like, "I'm on Flower Street, right around the corner." Like
Oh, wow.
he's right there. So
Man, when I send you
if I get a
those,
job there,
when we send each other those pictures this week of E3,
Dan and I are
oh.
best friends.
some good moments there.
I can sense it.
I miss
We're the best
I
friends.
miss
out of
traveling with you.
everyone.
It's okay.
We're traveling
will.
again, and
We're traveling in June.
But we want E3
Dan's
back.
coming
To
too.
Hunter and Ian more, but Dan's my best friend.
so whose car are we going in?
Get it? 100%.
We're probably gonna take 2 cars
You will?
because I don't want one person to have to do all the driving
Yeah,
while
I
we're
get
there.
For St. Augustine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I
drive.
thought you meant Universal.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
fine.
yay, 2 cars.
Well, no, because that defeats the purpose. I'd still have to pay for parking.
I'm gonna be trying because the week before I'm gonna be in.
Are we gonna make any?
You can come, but you have to like fight him
for what? Universal?
for the spot
Done.
because it'd be 5.
Of what?
Just
Universal?
Like,
Yeah.
I choose Nicole over Thomas.
Actually,
I think
he doesn't go on any rides anyway.
I will go on every single ride.
So why did you want to go to Universal?
to hang out.
companion.
I ride some of the rides.
That was
Respect
so.
the shit out of that. You're a good friend.
Someone's got to hold the bag.
No, like we went for the first ride, and he's just like,
Bring
"Oh
it
yeah,
home."
I'm not gonna go on." And then once he said that, I just saw a glistening
don't like
glow
roller coasters?
of like,
It depends.
Have
I'm
my
okay with
stuff.
Do you
them.
not like roller coasters?
and I just gave it to him.
I will
I
take
just rode them
everybody's
all for the
stuff.
first time at Universal because I didn't do them as a kid because I was a wuss, and I'm still,
Still
a
is.
wuss.
Confirmation.
You cried
I
on
liked
Rip Ride
it, but
Rocket.
The thing right now is that like it was only so recent that I went on them that I'm too scared to go again.
You were a
I need
fucking
year-
mess after Hulk.
Dude, you had
I-
some nice hair after Hulk,
still
though.
gets me.
I was
Anxious.
I actually thought he was gonna pass out.
during the ride.
Wait, weren't you holding Miles' hand?
was
I
squeezing
did. I
it.
grabbed my friend's hand and I'm like,
Oh, I can't wait to
okay.
ask him about that because he didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, we held hands.
Well, they held hands, and all I heard was him screaming.
I was screaming the entire ride,
He was
and then I was
screaming on
laughing like
Rip
a
Ride
maniac
Rocket,
afterwards for like a good 30 minutes.
Yes.
Rip Ride Rocket, he was like, my butt came out of the seat. I'm like, no, it didn't.
My ass was out of that.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You're fine. You were fine.
fine, baby.
Oh, thank you. Good looking.
You beat me.
Hey,
like 100.
was cooking.
Hey.
Content.
Oh, now I feel like an ass.
I wanna
What's an ass?
thank you all.
No, we still move a little bit more.
It's been like
Tonight,
50 minutes.
like-
Yeah, so thank you for
we started
watching
like at
slash
9. We
listening.
started like at 9:10.
My friends are gonna
9:10,
get
9:15.
Oh, that's right. It took me about 10 minutes to get everybody to shut up.
So let's give a little bit of 10
Yeah.
minutes of content.
Okay.
We could do that. We could do that.
Let's be honest with Ian. No one's listening at this point.
I'm
No, they are,
listening.
believe me.
Ian's an angel.
No, we're talking about the actual like finished product.
No, I just mean
We're them.
once this is on YouTube, no one's
I'll watch it.
at the, okay.
They asked me to play it at the bar. I put it on.
Oh, well, there you
Oh,
go.
I'm so sorry.
That bar won't have to suffer after Sunday, though.
I just wanted to finish my statement about Universal rides.
Yeah.
I remember when we first mentioned about going again. My first thought was like, I can't ride roller coasters again after a month of not riding roller coasters. I can't do it. I don't have that energy. I can't.
Wait.
It's a roller coaster.
Wait.
It's not a drug.
Wait.
It's close enough.
Wait. Was that it again? Yeah. That's 3. That's 3 strikes. You stop everything. And you're like, I got something to say. And we're like, all right, Dan, what you got to say? And he's like, and that's it.
Dan, I'll one up you on that. Like, I'll help you out. The first time I rode a roller coaster was at Busch Gardens. It was Sheikra.
Did you pee your pants?
No, worse. I stressed my.
Did you gamble on a fart and lose?
Shut up! I stressed myself out so hard for 2 hours before I went on that I actually popped a blood vessel in my eye.
That happened with me with
Yeah, I was so stressed, and my mom was so
Why are you
mad at
playing
me.
Downwell on my phone? I mean, it's a great game. Downwell is really good.
Wait, are you on Dan's phone? Can you put my intentions in there?
What did she just say?
He's like, well, you got
I think I already have them, Jessica.
Ooh.
Remember, you called me before when I gave him my business card.
I don't think I saved it.
Oh.
Strike 4.
yeah, I'm just gonna dial this real
It's okay.
quick.
I don't have her number either.
That's
Dan.
all right.
It's all right.
It is an
You
emergency.
do have my number. You've had my number for a while.
I have your number?
Yeah, remember we texted. You called me the first time I came here. You're the only person here who has my phone number.
How does that make you feel, Hunter?
Except for you, I guess, if you saved
Oh,
it.
yeah. I put it in as Jessica Cosplayer because at the time I didn't know your last name.
It's like
Yeah, when we met, I was
Cosplay.
Black Canary, so...
That was literally how we met. I just met a black canary and I was like, oh, okay.
he's like, let me interview her.
How was that? How was that experience?
That was cool because that's back when I was
You
with the
want to hear an
studio.
experience of how people met? Us too.
Oh, and tell
The
us.
sleepover?
Oh yeah.
Hello.
All right. Sorry, Tom.
Did you blow him?
Got more
me.
All right.
scandalous.
He
Better.
didn't say no.
Yeah, we
Better.
gotta
Okay,
know.
so it was like a it was like a regular like sleepover at the beginning.
Offer context about my life.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me offer context about my life at this point. I didn't have any friends. I just got to high school. I met a guy named Chase. I was fifth.
You're like 4. No, you're like 4.
15.
I was
Freshman.
You're a freshman. So you're 13, 14.
Yes, I was a freshman in high school. I just started making friends, and then I got invited to his birthday, and I was really nervous because I was going with other people for a sleepover. I hadn't a sleepover in years. I didn't know these people except for Chase. I didn't even meet Ian yet, and then we went, and I went.
And then we haven't stopped talking since.
You grabbed my ear.
Touch the penises.
Wait, who else was there? It was Esteban.
I don't remember everybody else. That's one was there. But point being, what they did was I fell asleep.
It was mainly me,
I
but
fell
go
asleep
ahead.
first because I didn't know there's a rule about sleepovers where you don't fall asleep first.
Yeah, you don't.
Because I never had them.
Well, it's mainly when you're sleepover with me.
Thomas and I spent the night at one dude's place, and I fell asleep at 6 a.m.
Now draw a penis on your face.
and I woke up with a dick right here. It was a marker dick.
You tell them what you did to me.
What I did? Oh, okay. So he fell asleep. First mistake. And he is a heavy sleeper, as we all found out that day.
What? Get so excited.
So we proceeded to do like regular stuff. We just drew on his face and everything. I grabbed the Cheeto.
Did you do the warm water?
We tried, but
Ironclad bladder.
what's it
over
called?
here.
No, we tried like twice, and he's like, "Is he peeing yet?" And then what's it called? So we did the regular draw on the face, and then it's like, oh, let's make it a little bit more fun. So I drew a monocle and everything. I grabbed the Cheeto, I put it on his lips, so he was like smoking like a little cigarette. And then I took a picture of it and I added like a caption and everything. I can't remember what it was. And then afterwards, like, we could do a little bit better than this.
Did you give him a dirty Sanchez?
We're not done yet. So I found duct tape, and he's a very heavy sleeper. I was able to duct tape his feet.
Oh my god.
Did I duct tape your arms?
Yes.
Okay, cool. His arms as well. So, and then we're like, we have to. And after everything was done, we're like, how do we wake him up? I'm like, I got it.
So kinky.
I proceeded to show the presence of my buttocks towards his face
Oh no.
and do what the buttocks does
Oh no.
towards his face.
Oh no.
And he wakes up and goes, what? And then he's like, wait, what the fuck? well, it's Daniel. It was
to that
Daniel.
damn Cheeto.
Well, it was Daniel, so he almost choked on the Cheeto. I forgot it was still in his mouth. He didn't say what the fuck. He didn't curse back then.
What the diddly?
Probably something like that.
At a house, Simpson.
And then he's just like, oh, he frantically gets up. He has his feet duct taped, so he just goes face first on the floor. And we're just all laughing
This is
and
when I
everything.
first met Ian.
And they were like, come on. And he's like, come on, guys, this isn't funny. and they were like, all right, whatever. Wait, take the duct tape off. He's like, all right, no more messing with me. And we're like, yeah, sure, that's enough.
And he hasn't stopped ever since.
And then he went back to sleep. We're not done.
Wait, we're not done? What did you do
No,
next?
this is, my favorite part is the last one. And then
What?
we kept going on and everything, and we all went to sleep. In the morning, I hear rumblings, people waking up. It's Chase's dad. I'm awake, but I'm trying to go back to sleep. All I hear is, dude, what the fuck is on your face? And then all you hear is just me bust out laughing, and then Chase's dad goes, never mind, I found out who did it. And then he just proceeds to go to the bathroom, and he's like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, they didn't tell me about the face stuff before. I just knew it was tied up and...
Yeah, so he found out as Chase's dad told him, like, hey, you have like stuff on your face.
What was it?
On his face?
No, I just drew a bunch of stuff.
Oh. I thought there had been like
I
some
don't even
doo-doo on your
think
face
it
or
would you
something.
any dicks on you.
I don't remember.
No, it was pretty PG what we drew on him.
I'm going to name this podcast Skip to Minute 30 because I think that's about how far people are going to have to soldier through to get to the meat of the podcast. And on that note, I want to thank you all for listening to this week's Everything You Want, Nothing You Need, or attempting to, because with Michael McDonald doing backing vocals over here,
From somewhere back long ago.
and conversations over here, and the cultured men right here, it's really been an experience. So with that, I'm going to say good evening and good night, and we'll see you all next week on Everything You Want, Nothing You Need.
Don't expect this next week.
Okay.
promise.
All
Okay.
the
We'll make it up for you.
It might be doo-doo.